it's time to change out my Valentine's decorations for Easter. These are the Easter decorations that I already had. A big bunny that I actually made. Here's a couple boy and girl bunny that my mom made. Here is a bunny that I made at our boutique. There's a couple of several fabric Easter eggs. This is a super cute bunny for any sewer. They would love something like this. So just a few bunnies, a little sign, some Easter grass. Now, I bought some things on Amazon. I bought 2 wreaths like this. I am gonna doctor the wreaths up a little bit and add some ribbon and the deco mesh just to make it look a little bit better. It was only $24 on Amazon. So I thought, you know what, I could do that and just add a tiny bit of extra stuff to it. The other things I bought on Amazon are 2 flags to go outside, you know, those little yard flags. I have 2 of those. 1 Eastery table runner. I'll either probably put that on the kitchen table, and then I'll have to look for something else for my coffee table. And then I also bought these adorable little Easter gnomes. I really love gnomes, so I wanted to get that. And this is like an Eastery garland that I'll probably hang outside around the door. Have to see for sure. Now, at Dollar Tree, I bought these 2 signs. They were only $1.25 each. I'm going to kind of doctor them up so they look a little bit nicer than only $1.25. This was in that extra stuff that costs a little bit more. This was a $5 item. Still super cheap. I can maybe add some Easter eggs in there and make it look a little bit cuter too. This little Hello Spring sign I thought was cute, and it was, let's see, probably $3? Yep, $3 was all that was. So that was a good deal. I also got some Easter wood beads, and I believe all this stuff was $1.25. Don't like come at me if it's not, but I believe it was all $1.25, the rest of it. So here's some beads for me to make a garland, and then here's some extra eggs just for doctoring up and decorating some of the things that I bought. I thought these felt flowers were really fun. It even comes with super glue to kind of put everything all together. It has felt flowers and leaves. Here's a fun little egg, the 3 egg set that I could paint and make it look even cuter. And then I got this flower garland to add to different things to give it a little more pizzazz. And I got these bunny sticks. This bunny I'm gonna make some clothing for and make her look a little bit cuter. There's just a green topiary bunny, and I might not do anything to that. That one was $3, but I might not do anything to that at all. I bought some rope. I thought I could wrap some rope around that pot, and then also those long signs just to give them a little more oomph. I bought this to decorate those long signs and give them a little bit more. This twine, each pack was only $1.25, so I can make some twine bows with that. I really liked this Easter egg tree. It needs a little more something as well, which I'll probably hot glue some extra eggs and put some more greenery in just to make it look a little bit better. Here's the deco mesh that I got, and here's some ribbon that I got. Now, I also have a video that I'll be posting. I bought a ThredUp box that had, it said fabric scraps and DIY stuff, fabric for quilting. So I just was curious. I wanted to see what it was in it. You can watch that video. I will upload it very soon so you can see that as well. But mostly it had dresses in it, in actual dresses, not fabric at all. So I'm gonna use this dress and parts of it for decorating my bunny that needs a little clothing on her. I thought this was super cute, and I'm just gonna keep that box of miscellaneous stuff and do different DIYs with it for my holiday crafts and see what I can do to use up my $24 box for some fun things like that. Also, I wanted to show you my tulips from Costco. They are blooming like crazy and are absolutely gorgeous. If you ever see these again at Costco, I'd highly, highly recommend them. My amaryllis, I'm still holding out hope that I might get another bloom out of it. And then my roses that my husband got me for Valentine's Day are still doing great. So I have a lot of color in my house right now. Everything's looking really beautiful. I'm still decorated for Valentine's Day, but all of that will come down and Easter will go up, and I will show you the reveal when everything is done. My tomato seedlings are doing quite well. I still have a few more to transplant, but I think they're doing really well. We have a plant sale coming up for Leon County Master Gardener in March, and so I want them to be good, nice, big, healthy tomato plants that somebody will want to buy. All right, so next up, I will show you how I am going to make these Dollar Tree items into something going from not so exciting to more fabulous. Does that make sense? So going from cheap looking Dollar Tree item and turning it into something that looks quite a bit more fabulous than what it already does. So stay tuned. All I'm doing here is taking the tags off this little $1.25 bunny. I actually think this bunny is so cute. The one thing that when I've watched other people, other YouTubers do some things with it is they didn't like how much the bunny arms were glued down. So I'm just gonna try to get them up a little bit more without ripping. I'm not gonna do too much, just a tiny bit. They kind of made these bunny arms look a little like penguins, so it's kind of a good idea to get them up just a smidgen so they look more like a bunny and not a penguin. So I have to be super careful with this so that I don't cut any of the fabric, because that would make a big old mess. All right, so I think that'll be okay. Yeah, if I do too much, I'm gonna make a hole, so I really don't wanna do too much of cutting. I know some of the other YouTubers said that they heated it up a bit, and that's how they were able to get the glued on arms to come off a little. All right, that's good enough. Okay, it's a little better. Doesn't quite look like a penguin. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm just using hot glue today. You all know that I am a big sewer. I love to sew, but today I'm not sewing. I'm just gonna do some hot glue. And I think this part of this somebody's bridesmaid's dress would look super cute up by the bunny's neck. And then I'm just gonna kind of go under her arms and just let her have this little flowy dress. So I'm just gonna work on cutting this dress apart. Actually, I did nothing with this dress. I just took it out of the box and I'm now cutting it up. It's a beautiful day out. I have the doors open, so you are gonna see my dogs going back and forth, in and out. In Texas today, it is 70 degrees, which is amazing. Remember, we just had that deep, cold weather where we lost our power like a couple months ago or a month ago or whatever it was now. I can't even keep track. And now it's beautiful and 70 already, which is great. Idea of what I need to cut. So I just want it to go around her neck. I'm gonna probably leave that there, but I'll clean it up a little bit and I'll cut a little hole here for her arms to stick out. Is my plan. So, do you see all this little tooling stuff down here? I'm just gonna give it a good little whack off so it gives me something easier to work with. Here's all the fabric that I have left that I can use on another DIY project from just this dress, one little dress. It's crazy. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go ahead And put some hot glue here. This won't take too long, really, not at all. This will be a pretty quick little project. Just gonna hold that for a minute. This has a nice little hem at the bottom where it was the neckline. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna cut right here just to even it up a little. This, I got a little jaggedy, so I'm gonna cut right there. Okay, and then look at this cute little, super cute little tulle over it. It's so cute. It's gonna make an adorable Easter bunny craft, somebody's bridesmaid's dress. So don't get rid of your bridesmaid's dress. Keep them. If you want to just throw them in the garbage, keep them and give them to somebody who likes to do DIY crafts, and maybe they can use it to make something out of it. Okay. There is hot glue that is specifically for fabric, and I do have some of it. I'm just trying regular old hot glue today. Just wanted to give y'all an idea of what you could do quick and easy with a dress and some hot glue. All right, so here I'm cutting it a little bit more so I can get to those arms. Those arms were kind of hidden in there. And then I'm just making a little slit right here, because keep in mind, y'all, this is just a little decoration that's gonna be out for like a month out of the year. So it doesn't have to hold up to somebody actually wearing it. It just needs to sit on a shelf. So hot glue and holes for the arms will be perfectly fine. All right, so I got one arm through. There we go. Look at how cute she is. Adorable. I'm gonna trim the front of this tulle so it touches the ground nice. All right, so now I need to cut this side so I can get her arm through as well. And this side, I think I'm just gonna have to cut it up a little on the side. Now make a little hole. Honestly, when I opened this ThredUp box, I was like, oh good grief, what am I gonna do with this stuff? And then as I started thinking about it more and more, I was like, oh, I know exactly what I can do with it. This will be a fun little bit of stuff to have. Okay, so now the next thing I'm gonna do is I've seen people take and have her hold a little Easter egg. So I think a green egg would work really well. Hopefully this will work, y'all, because I'm using a styrofoam egg with hot glue. So I'll have to work fast to get this to stick. I'm gonna put it on her hand. Try not to get it on her dress. Hey, it didn't melt it, it worked. Okay, and then I'm gonna put her hand there. So I'm kind of going with pastel colors. I don't really have a huge color scheme to my Easter decoration, except that it will all be pastels. That's my only thing I'm doing. All right, look at that. She's holding a little Easter egg. So the next thing I'm gonna do is put a little bow up here, and then she's done. She'll be completely done after that. I think she's so adorable. Now, for my bow, I'm gonna use my bow maker. This is something that my friend that I take card class in scrapbook classing lessons, Lisa McGrew. You can look her up on the Stampin' Up website if you want more information about Stampin' Up stuff. But I go to her house and take little classes. So she has a friend who makes these bow makers. I did not make it. So I'm gonna make a little bit smaller bow, probably that big is all I want to go up here. Even that might be a little bit big. Just kind of want a small bow. Lots of threads all over me. All right, so the way I'm gonna make it, and look at this ribbon I got from Stampin' Up. It was on sale, and it's like a green velvety ribbon. So it's gonna make her look so cute. So all you do is you wrap it around and through, and then I'm gonna tie it off into a knot. This is pretty thick for tying. And I can pull these down the way I want them now at this point, and they will stay down exactly the way I want it. And then I just trim it off. I like a little angled end, so I'm gonna trim it like that. And if you look, here's my bow. It actually looks even prettier on this side. So I think I am going to glue it on where that knot is facing under, and I'm just gonna glue it on right here. Right like that. Give her a little bow right there, and then she's done. She's gonna be ready to put on my shelf for Easter decorations. Now, I know some people were putting like one ear down, one ear up. I might do that. I think that would look cute for her. In order to put one ear down, you're gonna have to take a little bit of hot glue right there, just a little, and then go ahead and fold her ear down. So one thing I wanted to tell you I'm doing for my crafting. So I'm working out my island in my kitchen, and it's a really nice island. It's huge, but it also has a nice countertop. So I want to protect it and make sure I don't mess it up at all. All right, what do y'all think? Isn't she cute? And that's it. I took a $1.25 Easter bunny, used ribbon I already had, used just a tiny piece of an egg garland from the Dollar Tree, and used part of a dress from my thredUP $24 junk box, basically, is what it is. And decorated this bunny to make her look super cute for Easter. She definitely does not look like a $1.25 Easter bunny anymore. So what I did is I put down parchment paper first, and then on my gluing surface, I have this Teflon sheet. So if I get any glue here, I can easily just pick it off. So that's what I did to decorate, or to protect my surface. All right, next up, let's figure out how to add some more eggs and greenery to it. Is this little egg tree topiary thing that I bought. So I thought it was okay. It was kind of cute. It's got a lot of eggs in it. and it's got a lot of greenery, but I think it looks just a tiny bit bare. So I wanted to add a little more pizzazz to it. So first off, I'm gonna add some more greenery. Get my junky stickers. So this greenery, okay, now don't get upset with me, but I bought this greenery at that TEMU store, and I'm sure everything is from China, y'all. It was super cheap. I tried it. I'm probably not gonna buy anything from there again, but I did try it out, and I don't know. It was an experience. Probably not gonna repeat. All right, so I'm just gonna put some of this greenery around just to give it a little bit more. I think it needs some more green. I don't know. I was gonna put some more eggs, but I don't know that it really needs more eggs. I just think it needs more greenery. Oops. Okay, so I'm just kind of stuffing this in the base. I know this is an evergreen, but I think it'll be okay. And I can hide the evergreen. What I'm trying to do is stick the evergreen in, kind of hide some of this foamy stuff, and pull, trying to pull like white flowers out so it can be, the white flowers can be seen better. Sorry, my dogs probably saw a squirrel or something and are getting all crazy. So each piece I'm cutting in half, if you can see, because it's just too long to have the whole piece. So I'm just cutting it in half, starting at the base, tucking it in real well to give it more okay, so this one is sticking out kind of weird. So I'm just gonna put a tiny bit of hot glue on this one to make it stay the way I want it to stay. Just kind of sticking out, not in a good way. Try to get that glue to stick for a minute. Okay. Stick, yep. Okay, we're good. Here is my finished Easter egg tree. What I did is I added greenery and I added more Easter eggs, and I wrapped the base with this thick rope from Dollar Tree, and I put this cute little felt flower that was part of a garland set. So here's the garland that I was cutting up to make the flower. I think it looks so much better. $1.25 for, I believe it was $1.25. Maybe it was a few dollars because the sticker wasn't on it. So it might have been $3, but it had a broken tip, and I added some of these eggs to it. So at the very most, I have like $4.25 invested. No, I take that back. I have like $5.50 invested in this Easter egg tree because the rope was $1.25 as well. And I think for $5.50, this is an adorable Easter decoration. Okay, more projects to go. Okay, so here's the next Easter project I'm gonna work on. I have two of these signs. This one says Happy Easter with a bunny, and I have another one that says Easter. So I'm gonna take them and just add some decorations to kick it up a notch and make it look a little bit less like they're from the Dollar Tree and more like they're from a fancier craft store. So I will show you the finished product as soon as I finish it. So stay tuned. Okay, this is a little $5 item from Dollar Tree. It looks pretty good the way it is. I'm just gonna add a few little details to make it pop one little bit further. I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Okay, Easter decorations are done. So what I did is I bought two little yard signs. You can see there that say Happy Easter. We have a lime and lemon tree on either side of the door now. That's gonna stay there, and then in the winter we have to move it into our greenhouse because they don't handle the freeze well here. And then I have the wreath, two new wreaths, and that cute little garland above the door. Those were from Amazon. The wreaths were only $24, I believe, and I did jazz them up a bit by adding bows and a little bit of tooling and a few extra Easter eggs. So this stuff here was added, these bows were added, and here, oh, you can't see because of my reflection, there's the doggy. Okay, so come in the house, and I put a new table runner on our coffee table. It's nice and springy. This Easter bunny, what I made last year for Easter. I have a little Easter sign over there that I painted from the Dollar Tree and embellished. It turned out so-so. I wasn't ultra thrilled. Here is my tomato growing station. You can follow along my update on starting seedlings. I have some more to transplant this evening when I'm chilling and watching The Bachelor. We are pet sitting Frankie and Coco because their mommy, our daughter, is at school all day today, so we'll watch her on Monday and Wednesday. Here is what I did for under the TV. So the bead garland I strung, and I strung those Easter eggs every so often. On the right-hand side, you can see the Easter egg topiary. That was Dollar Tree, but I did add more greenery and more eggs to that. The little quilted bunny here, that was something that we made at our quilt boutique last year, and I love the little Easter gnomes. Those were from Amazon. These little beads were from Dollar Tree. There's another one of those quilted bunnies. This Easter blessing sign I had already had, and I just added those two cute little bunnies. They were little like plant picks from Dollar Tree just to give it a little bit more pizzazz. This green bunny topiary was Dollar Tree. These fabric Easter eggs were something that my mom had, and I just put them in a bowl because I thought they were super cute. And this girl and boy Easter bunny was something that my mom made. And then there's this little fabric bunny pouch to the right. That was something a friend of mine made at the quilt boutique, and I bought it from there. Okay, so over here, this is just my houseplant propagation station. Over here, I also decorated for Easter a little bit. I have a few houseplants there, and then you'll see how I made that Dollar Tree bunny in the peach dress, how I dressed her, put a bow and an egg on her to make her go from a $1.25 looking Easter bunny to maybe more like a $20 Easter bunny. I don't know. The Hello Spring sign was from Dollar Tree, but it was in that section where it was a little bit more. This little bunny is also made of a quilt, and it has wooden thread holders for its feet or for its wheels or whatever. It was something my mom had made. The Happy Easter sign was something I had from last year. And then over here at the kitchen table, I have my Easter signs. So I added that greenery on top, added the cute little felt flower that was from Dollar Tree. This sign was all from Dollar Tree. I just added some things to snazz it up a little bit, and I added that rope around the edge. And I also added some like glitter paint just to make it look a little bit better. Okay, and then on my table, I bought this table runner from Amazon. Thought it was super cute with the bunnies on it. This little Happy Easter sign was something that I improved upon from Dollar Tree. Again, it wasn't in the $1.25 section, it was in like the $5 section, I believe. But I just added some greenery, did some of Kelly Barlow's little stitching technique around the bunny and around the base, outlined the Happy Easter in black so it's popped out a little bit more, and the felt flowers were from Dollar Tree. And I also did something to the back because I like to sit on the bench. So if I'm sitting over on the bench, I want to see something fun too. So on the back, I just made sure it was decorated equally. Okay, then over here is the other Easter sign that I did. So this one, I just outlined Easter with a black marker, added the purple ribbon, added the 2 felt flowers and the greenery at the top. So this one was a little bit less work than the other Easter sign. Oh, and over here, I added some more of the cloth quilted Easter eggs in my little bread pan, antique bread pan mold. Okay, and then here you can see more plant propagation going on. This is our center island. So I didn't really decorate the center island because it already had the roses and the tulips and a candle and everything on it. So I didn't feel like I needed to add anything else there at all. And that's it. So that is all of my Easter decor. I only decorate the family room and kitchen for the non-holiday season of, the only exception is the Christmas season. That's when I go all out and decorate other rooms as well. But for the other holidays, I just like to decorate the family room, the kitchen, and the entryway. So thanks for watching. Hope you got some ideas. Bye.